Sharks, it's Miss Amanda in the library. December 13th is a very important date in Sweden. It's the day they celebrate St. Lucia. Let's learn all about it. And Lucia's Morning in Sweden. Lucia Morning in Sweden. Written by Ewa Rydaker with illustrations by Karin Stallenberg. It is December 12th in Sweden. Snow is piling up outside the Svennson house. The 3 Svensson children are excited because this is their favorite time of the year. Hey, Mama, it smells like Christmas. What are you baking? Your favorite, Carl, pepparkakor. Tomorrow is a special day. Do you know why? Said Mama. I think I know. If you're making pepparkakor, it's almost Christmas, and tomorrow's December 13th. That's Lucia's Day. That's right. In Sweden, Lucia Day means Christmas is getting close. Sophie and Louise will be coming in soon. Can you help me get ready to make the Lucias buns? Sure, Mama. Do you remember what we need? I know we have raisins and something that makes them yellow, said Carl. Very good. A spice called saffron makes them yellow, and it makes the buns smell good too. Lucia Day is tomorrow, girls, so get your jackets and boots off, and you can help us. You can bake the buns while I go out and pick the Lingenberger leaves for Sophia's Lucia crown. Mama, I want to be Lucia too, Louise whines. You were Lucia last year. I know you'll make a perfect attendant this time, and Carl will be a wonderful star boy. This dough is yummy, says Carl, licking his fingers. Don't eat it, shrieks Sophie. We need it for tomorrow, says Louise. Carl, you just take care of the raisins. Sophie and I will make the buns. Papa's home. Hey, everyone. It sure smells like Christmas. Can I try a Lucias bun? Nah, Papa. They're for tomorrow. Okay, I'll wait. Mama says, what are you laughing at? Is Papa making funny faces behind my back again? Remember, you children have to hurry and have supper now so you can get to bed early. Off you go. Papa and I will be in to say goodnight. We can't wait for tomorrow, said Sophie. I'm going to sleep with my Starboy hat on, says Carl. You can't do that, Louise teases Carl. Your head will get pointed. Oh, I love Lucia Day. I remember how happy I was to be Lucia when I was young, but now we have a lot of work to do. Can you iron the gowns and Carl's shirt while I finish the Lucia crown? Sure, I'd love to help. Wake up, Sophie. Wake up, Louise. Wake up, Carl. Is it Lucia time already? The children asked. Yes, it's December 13th, Lucia Day. Time to wake up, Papa. Oh dear, what happened to all the pepparkakor? There's only 2 left. We don't know, said Sophie and Louise. Do you know where the pepparkakor are, Carl? Maybe Tom or the cat or dog ate them. Please tell me. I won't punish you, but we need to find the cookies. I put some in my Starboy hat so they would be ready to give to Papa, and now they're all broken. Never mind, Carl. We can eat the crumbs. But next year, don't put them in your hat. Sophie, you first, then Louise, and then Carl. Stop hitting me, Carl, or I'll tell Papa what you did with the pepparkakor, says Louise. Oh, you are such good singers, and the Lucia buns are wonderful, and I love the pepparkakor crumbs. Why don't you have some, says Papa. Has Mama made some hot chocolate for you? Shall we go to Grandma Gunhild and Grandpa Axel with pepparkakor and Lucias? Ja, the children yell. I'm going to teach Teddy the Lucia song, said Carl. Teddies can't talk, Sophie. My Teddy can sing. Shh, we want to surprise Grandma and Grandpa. Are you ready? Mama asked softly. Okay, we're ready now, whispered Sophie. Do you remember the words? Sophie asked Louise and Carl. I'll copy you, Carl whispers back. Papa rings the doorbell. Grandma peeks through the peephole, unlocks the door, and tiptoes back to bed. Santa Lucia, the children sing. Grandpa is surprised and happy. Oh, you children must have practiced a lot. You sound so good, and that wonderful bakers you are, delicious, especially the crumbs. Children, asked Grandpa, do you know why we celebrate Lucia Day? No, why, Grandpa? When I was a child, I was told that Lucia was a saint, a very good person who brought food to the hungry people in Sweden during the longest, darkest winter night, a long time ago. That's right, said Grandma. Santa Lucia wore a crown with candles to brighten the dark days in Sweden. Now we bake the Lucia buns, and give them to other people to remind us to be good like Lucia. Speaking of that, let's give some to our new neighbors. They just moved to Sweden from another country, and they probably don't know about Lucia Day. Yes, let's give them some pepparkakor and lussekator. Lucia says, Thank you so much for doing this, said the neighbors. This is such a nice time, and the children love it. The buns and cookies are delicious, and I made the crumbs, said Carl proudly. It's almost time for school. You'd better get ready for the big Lucia performance for your teacher, said Mama. Okay, they say, and kiss their grandparents goodbye. Taxa miket, says Grandma and Grandpa. Next year I'll be Lucia, said Lucia to Sophia. Next year I'll be Lucia, said Louise to Sophie. Well, Mama says, it looks like Lucia Day is over. You had such a big day and you were all wonderful. Put your gowns in the laundry room. Oh, we are so tired, said Sophie. Just have a little supper and go to bed. The story of Saint Lucia. The story of Lucia, the symbol of light amid the darkness for Sweden, has many different versions. Although her feast day is celebrated on December 13th in Sweden, she was born far away in southern Italy in the 3rd century AD. It is said that she became a Christian after seeing her mother miraculously healed, and she made a vow never to marry and give the money that would have been her dowry to the poor. She refused to marry the man her family had chosen for her, and some say he denounced her for her faith and was responsible for having her put to death. She died a martyr's death in 303 AD and was declared a saint. She is Saint Lucia to the Italians, Santa Lucia to the Swedes, and Saint Lucia or Saint Lucy to all English speakers. How the story of Lucia came to be such an important part of Swedish culture is somewhat of a mystery. Did the Vikings know of her and brought the legend to the north? Did monks and priests tell of her martyrdom? Of course, Sweden was once a Roman Catholic country, and the stories of the saints were often told and retold in the Catholic religion. However, Sweden has been Lutheran for hundreds of years. It is not clear how the saint from Sicily became Sweden's beacon of light during the darkest period of the year, though one legend popular among Swedish Americans tells of a woman dressed in white standing in the bow of a boat crossing Lake Vänern. She was bringing food to the people in Värmland who were dying of hunger during a famine many years ago. They say she wore a wreath in her hair crowned with a ring of lighted candles. To this day, December 13th, is one of the high points of the Christmas season, and candles are lit all over Sweden to bear light against the darkness as Lucia did. Early in the morning of December 13th, the oldest daughter in the family in Sweden has the privilege of being Lucia, wearing a long white gown sashed in red with a wreath of Lingenberger leaves on her hair. Candles, now usually run on batteries, are set into the wreath. Her sisters wear white gowns with tinsel in their hair and around their waists. Boys in the family wear tall pointed hats with stars on them. The Star Boys traditionally are associated with the 3 wise men. The children awaken their parents and offer them coffee, saffron-flavored buns called lusenkatter, and ginger snaps called pepparkakor. Lucia's programs are also held in schools, businesses, and at public gatherings.